Chancellor Rachel Reeves has vowed to take an iron fist to government waste, but we all know it's just words. They're having too much fun blowing our cash. The Conservatives promised to wage a constant war on waste, but that was just talk, too. In 14 years never eliminated the deficit while the national debt climbed from 64. .7% of GDP to 96.5%. While ordinary Britons tightened their bets, the Tories blew money like a lottery winner with 3 months to live. The Tories threw money about, from the Ministry of Defence paying £22 for 65p light bulbs to £29. £5 billion on the ineffectual test and trace COVID program. If they couldn't curb Whitehall excesses, Labour won't. It's the party of the public sector, and its supporters want more government spending rather than less. Cabinet ministers are railing at Reeves' challenge to find 5% efficiency savings across every department, and 2 ministers are going to cause her particular problems. Their names? Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner and Energy Secretary Ed Miliband. It's the little things that give you away. Those £22 light bulbs became a symbol of how Whitehall wastes our cash. Labour has carried on where the Tories left off. As Reeves launched her crackdown, it emerged that the Department for Culture, Media and Sport splashed almost £1,200 buying 2 ministerial folders from luxury leather goods manufacturer Barrow Hepburn Gale. Rayner is splurging £68,000 a year on a vanity photographer, whose sole job is to follow her around and take pictures. Apparently she wants to let us all know, here's me, this is what I'm doing. It's pure vanity. If taxpayers wanted to know what Rayner was doing, they'd find cheaper ways. Last year Rayner was in the dock for buying personalized iPads, again, at your expense. So far, 11 Labour ministers have defied Reeves' iron fist and spent £130,000 redecorating their offices. The joys of power, E.H. Rayner was in there, blowing £16,000 on refurbishing offices outside of London. But the biggest spender? Ed Miliband. He blew £43,000. In government terms, this is just small change. Miliband's spree worries me because he seems just as cavalier when it comes to spending much larger sums. Miliband has blown £8.3 billion setting up GB Energy, which has been slammed as a needless new quango. It's a pure vanity project for Red Ed. The Tories lifted renewable energy to 50% of our electricity mix by using private capital fund, but Miliband wants to his own pot of cash, funded by you. He's set to waste another £22 billion on unproven carbon capture and storage technology that's never worked anywhere. If Reeves was serious about her war on waste, she would start with him. She could save £30 billion straight off and close her £22 billion black hole with cash to spare. She could save another £11.6 billion by ditching Miliband's commitment to fund international climate finance. Where will that cash go? On sending a powerful signal to the world that we are serious about the leadership role the UK can play in driving global climate action, in Miliband's words. That's a lot of money to spend on a signal. Even a powerful one. It's amazing how politicians suddenly discovered heaps of cash when they want a new toy. Just look at HS2. The £100 billion would have been better used paying down our national debt. Labour ministers didn't spend years fighting to get into power to cut government spending. They did it so they could go on spree. And they already have.